Hey y'all, what's up? You guys, listen to me. Okay, let me say it again. I gotta wait 30 seconds in. I'm coming to the house. Oh, wait, shoot, I forgot. I'm coming in the kitchen. Okay, so um, tonight we are doing, you guys don't forget to hit the likes. Anybody watching replay, anybody watching at all, hit the replay, please. Tonight we're doing, okay, well, we're from town in Michigan, and we have 99% of the crops are all blueberry fields. Okay, so at every corner, everywhere, there's blueberry fields, and believe it or not, you guys, with our Airbnb, people would literally check in to go pick blueberries. Now, mind you, my mom, when we were younger, thought that we were going to be like her little pimpers and we were going to go do her blueberry picking and bring home the feria. But oh no, us. She went and dropped us off at the blueberry fields. Like, I don't mean it to sound like I'm all entitled and stuff, but we weren't used to that. Like, we were used to summers playing in the, and I'm not saying that in any kind of like, we weren't doing that, but we were just used to like running in the sprinklers, and my mom would go to work and we would just clean the house. Our job was vacuum the living room. One did the living room, one did the kitchen. Thank you, Daddy. One did the living room, one did the kitchen, the other one did the dishes. So me, my brother that passed away, and my sister, like that's what we did. We just had assignments and chores at the house. So then all of a sudden one summer she's like, y'all are gonna pick blueberries. And we were like, wait, what? So you guys are picking blueberries. And we're like, So she woke us up at 7:30 in the morning, and she got us like a little bag lunch, and she went and dropped us off in the blueberry field. Well, you checked in, like you went up to the little pavilion guy and you're like, hey, I'm here to pick blueberries. So we go out there and he gives us a bucket, like it's like a bucket. I think what size bucket is it? Like a 10-quart bucket or something? 5-quart bucket. Okay, 5-gallon. And you walk with your little bucket, and you're like, doo doo doo. Hey, okay. And then you look and you see all blue dots everywhere. That's what it looks like. It looks like a little bush on the ground with a bunch of blue dots everywhere. So my mom, like, we had never, when I say never, we had never gone. So she has us go. The guy sends us out there. Well, if anybody has like picked strawberries, same concept. You get on the floor, you basically pick them. We used to love picking strawberries because, long story short, we ate a crap load of blueberries while we were there. We were like, pick, 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 pick. And I don't think that they minded. So we didn't think they minded. So we're just picking blueberries, throwing some in and pick some up, throwing in. After mom came at like lunchtime to like, hey, how did it go? Hey, I brought you guys, like, you want to come home? How's it going? And my mom got there to pick us up, and then the guy came out there with us to my mom's car and is like, you owe us, like back in those days, you owe us like $14 for, your daughter, your son, and your other daughter. They ate. So normally we turn in our bucket, they weigh it, and they give us our money to go home. But we ate so many blueberries, they charged us. So we didn't get a paycheck for the day or even for what we picked. My mom had to pay because we ate them. My mom's like, you guys are never going back again. So, dude, well, they were good. I mean, you're out there with a bunch of fruit. Who doesn't pick it? I mean, obviously, we were 8, maybe 10. My brother was probably 10 or 11. And then my sister was like, we were all 1 year apart. Like if I was 9, my sister was 10, she was 11, or 10, 11, 12. We were all young enough to still listen. Because if my mom tried to pull that at 12, I'd be like, I don't think so, Mom. I ain't picking no damn blueberries. Are you high? I don't pick blueberries. Mom, see? She wrote true. She would never, I would never dream of doing that to my children. Ever. Ever. What?
Mistake.
Joe wanted to try to get him to do it, but I was not going to do that. As it was, they told us we were workers, the field workers, and then all of a sudden, because people do it as a luxury thing. Like, you have your friends in school who are really well off, and that's how they spend, like, let's do an activity. Everybody, me and my friends are all going to pick some blueberries. Or all of us are going to go and do a hobby and pick blueberries and we'll come home and make muffins. Like, those are the kind of people that there was nothing wrong with them. But then all of a sudden, the kids you saw in school that were calling you the field worker, they see us picking in the fields. My mom had no clue the kind of life she put us through. So I said all that to say blueberries were big in our town. Blueberries were big. There was like 19, like in one long road, there was probably 5 different farms, and all of them were good 2 or 3 acres of rows of it. Everybody loved it. They came into our town. It's very nautically. It's right on the beach. People came into town. And I said all that to say we had people that came to stay at our Airbnb to pick blueberries. Yes, you heard me right. They drove far and wide to pick blueberries. I mean, we were going to help them. We were going to tell them directions, the blueberry field we liked. We had the farmer's market. They had, people would have the stands out there with blueberries and corn and everything. Like, people from all over, like where Joestown was from is all country and all corn and cabbage and all these different things. So they, hey, Burke's Bunch, they would come and bring the stuff over. And when they brought the stuff to our, do you guys, was there a, do you guys go to Grand Rapids or the Holland Farmers Market? Because I know there's some people that go from.
We had our own.
So we had people.
The sale barn.
Oh Lord. So we had people came to pick
They
blueberries.
Pigs over there.
Well, then people were literally at requesting, like, if I bring you blueberries, will you make them? I'm like, oh, you don't have to bring me blueberries. I'll just make you blueberry muffins. I make my own version of blueberry muffins. So then I started making blueberry muffins at night at like the 7 o'clock, because they would check in around 4 or 5. I would make either a banana bread or something around 8 o'clock so that they had something to wind down. I wanted it to be as much as like I would want for me. Like, if I was staying at a bed and breakfast, I would be like, woo, what do you guys, do for the dinner? What do you guys do for whatever? Like, I was excited. We stayed at maybe 2 or 3 bed and breakfast. And theirs was just beverages were always open. I mean, I want some like sweets and I want some candy and all that. So that's why we made it a point to have our bed and breakfast. And we did. I baked at night. Then in the morning, I would get up early and have coffee cake waiting for them. Or we'd make the quiche. We'd do all those things. They, more than times, they would request, they had the reservation. They would ask us for these blueberry muffins. I love them. They're like, they're more like bakery blueberry muffins with like a streusel on top. They're not the blueberry muffins. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the other ones, but these are more like blueberry muffins that are like crumble on top. The kind of crumble.
You could sell the tops of them for like muffin tops.
Oh, yeah. That's a good way to put it. You could do just the muffin tops as muffin tops because it's got the blueberry muffins and then all the crunch. Okay, so we're going to make the streusel first. Okay, guys? And you guys, we don't have the luxury anymore of grabbing our angle and whipping it down and doing all that because Joe busted it off. So now, luckily, it had 3 heads. Like, one right here that was up at the top, and we would angle it down to us, and it had a neck on it that looks like a neck, like this. And then we have one over here and then one over here. We're using the one that's over here now. So if that one breaks, we still have one more. Okay, guys. How can I get them down, I wonder, to aim it to what I'm doing? Let's see.
Let's put it up on there.
Up there?
Yeah, it's like that. Let's angle down a little bit.
Okay. I'm just going to start. Let's see. I'm going to do the streusel first. I'm going to use, I got to get my glasses because I'm very blind. Okay, guys. We are forced using 1/3 cup of flour, 1/2 a cup of sugar. You can put cinnamon in this. Y'all know how I do. Oh, that's pretty good. Y'all know how I do. I don't mess around with cinnamon, but it does call for 1 teaspoon cinnamon. I just omit it. I just do. Hey, freckle face. Come in, doing the job. Hey, Burke Bunch. Oh, aren't you getting creative?
Maybe. No, it's not gonna work. Sorry, y'all.
Oh no.
Oh, they're still there.
Is it there?
Everybody's still here.
Everybody, we almost lost you. Sorry, guys. Joe's just adjusting you. Good enough. I can lift up the bowl, maybe.
Yeah, you have to lift it up. There.
Wow, I feel like you guys are like so low. Okay, so in a bowl, I'm gonna start off my flour, 1/2 a cup of flour. Then I'm gonna put my, and it's a 1/4 a cup of cold butter. And everybody, when you work with butter, it's like you can take it out all day long. It doesn't say it has to be like the way it is with biscuits. It just says cut up, diced up into like pieces. So I'm gonna do that. And I got 1/4 cup of, I need to get a little fork because or you know what? My little rubber spatula just disappeared. Okay, so I'm putting my flour in first. Oh, that's actually, they're able to see right there.
I'm putting the Uno away. I'm tired of kicking Chase's butt.
Uncle Joe and Chase are playing Uno, and all of a sudden Joe's like, you have to draw 4, and wouldn't let Chase drop one. And I know it says you're not supposed to, but still, he's our nephew. He can drop one if he wants to. Right, Chasey Poo?
No, you play by the rules.
You play by the rules? Joe's like that, Commander. He's like, ask the kids. He is so mean.
I'm not.
There's no, he reads the whole rules when we bring home a freaking game, and then we're not allowed to go, oh, it's okay, you have it's your birthday. You don't have to do all of those. Just go ahead. Nope. Yeah. He was mean to you, wasn't he, Chasey Poo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody wants to play with somebody like that, Joe.
No, it's the rules that make the game worth playing.
Joe, rules aren't meant to be
It
broken.
worth playing.
Nobody. Hey, Bootsy. Nobody likes to play a board game like Othello. We play Othello a lot. Me and Joe we played Othello for 20 years. We would check in around the fireplace, just hang out and playing board games and boring stuff like that. Like when I say that we very much became mom and dads real fast. Like we didn't get to do much courting because I was already a mom. So we just stayed home. We played board games because the kids were upstairs. So now that the kids are like we're empty nesters. We're like actually, well, we're kind of traveling and doing stuff and go out to dinners and go out for lunches and do all the courting things. So anywho, y'all, let's roll it out. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, so we are gonna put our, I want to make the mixture, the streusel first so I can put it away. Okay, 1/2 cup sugar, a 1/3 cup flour, and a 1/4 cup butter, and then your 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon that we ain't going to mess with that. You know why? Because, you guys, I want to enjoy it. I wonder what it would taste like. Do you guys think it would be good? Blueberry muffins and blueberry muffins with cinnamon? I don't know. I love muffins, too. Like, I can go to a bakery and I'd be like, can I try? My favorite is lemon poppy seed. Favorite is lemon poppy seed. But I like lemon poppy seed pound cake. Okay, flour, sugar, and I'm going to put the butter. I'm going to make it into 4ths. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Maybe you're just going to have to stand over here and hold it. Or we're going to have to get a new stand, but I know we can't get it right there right now. Oh, no, it won't let us turn it. It's telling me, don't you dare.
Just hold your horse.
Maybe on the table.
No.
No?
No, I'll figure it out.
Ay, Dios. Remember Divya said men's brains are like, I will figure this out. It's like a goal for them. Hi, guys. Okay, so your streusel's going to be, and when you do it, it really is very, I thought it made it. It was actually just different. And it's more like the top is literally something you could just eat the top of. I wonder if I ever made these into like muffin tops, how I would do it. Oh, I forgot to turn my Bluetooth off. Let me turn that off. Not that it matters, you guys. Oh, yeah, I did turn it off. All right. You guys, Joe's going to come over here and help
Try this. Might be a little too extreme.
It's extreme. I love extreme. I'm going to keep working while Joe's working on you. I'm just doing the streusel, combining the flour in, you guys. Flour, sugar, butter. It's almost, I want to say it's more of like a blonde streusel. If that, oh, that's not bad. I don't know what it's going to look like on their camera, but that was not bad. They were able to see me.
Move over there.
Yeah.
There
we go. Oh, there we go, guys. Uy, mira, gorda. Okay. I'll move in this corner, you guys, so that way you guys can get a good view of it. You want to do this, baby? Because this takes a little bit of time to incorporate all that. Joe's going to be incorporating the streusel. That's all it is flour, sugar, butter, and then if you want your cinnamon, it's 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Can you just go over there and do that, though? Because I already told them they're going to mix it. So now I'm going to start doing
I'm just cutting up the butter.
So the batter is the way he did it last night. So the batter is wet ingredients, dry ingredients. Does that make sense, guys? We're going to put the dry ingredients together first, which, believe it or not, I'm not going to tell you it didn't work or did work. Let me just say I didn't know that there was a big difference, but there was. And the first one, I just kind of threw everything in there. And then my mom's like, did you read it and make sure that that's... And I was like, oh, no. So the dry goes in one bowl, the wet goes in another bowl, and then you actually combine it. I didn't know that, and it worked for me. So just, if you guys forget when you're doing it, my mom was like, when she asked me for the recipe, she goes, oh, do you just mix it all together? And I'm like, yeah, what else would you do? And she's like, oh, you don't have to separate it? I'm like, I don't know. Let me look at the recipe again. I was like, oh, I guess you were supposed to. So I have 1.5 cups flour, 3/4 cups sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay? 1/4 teaspoon salt, baking powder, flour, 1.5 cups of flour. That's the most important part. And then there's 3/4 cups sugar. And this is pretty much, I'm sifting it. This whisk I use to sift it, take any of the lumps of flour that are messing around. Sugar, if by any chance the kids or whatever got in there with the Kool-Aid, you're like able to move around. But anything that's needing to be, like, make it like this. Ideally, that's what you would like. And then I'm adding my baking. Doesn't that seem like a lot of baking powder? Does that look like 2 teaspoons?
2 teaspoons?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2
Okay. Because all I had was I couldn't find my 1 teaspoon forever. So I just used the 1/4 and I did it like 8 times. Shit, that was so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Well, 4 is 1. Okay.
Yep.
2 teaspoons of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I will put the recipe up, you guys. I was watching I watch a lot of shows. I watch a lot of cooking things, and I saw like people were really pissed off in the comment section going, what's the sense in even putting up a recipe if you ain't gonna ever put up the thing, what's the sense in making a recipe or showing a recipe if you're never gonna put the recipe up? And I was like, dang, I wonder if my subs are like that. I would hate that I'm pissing you guys off. They were mad in there. They were really mad. Anyways, I got it all.
On pea size.
Yeah, cabron, you just took my spotlight.
Pea size.
Pea size. That looks beautiful. See, it's like a blonde. Why does it seem so dark? No? Maybe this.
Hold on.
So this is my strudel. See, it looks kind of pretty. It's just a blonde kind of strudel. And then this is my flour mixture. Okay, now my wet. It's not as difficult as it sounds, but I'm going to tell you how it is. If anybody bakes, you'll understand what I'm going to tell you. You put in a 1 cup measuring cup. I'm going to first put in my egg and oil, and then I put enough milk to fill up the measuring cup. That make sense? So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Oh, that muffin tin, all we have is a big one?
Yeah.
You don't have the small one?
No.
Shoot.
They'll look good, won't they?
I mean, yeah, they'll look beautiful. Do you want to do that, or do you want to do parchment paper in it, or how do you want to do it? The way you did it last time, do you think you're able to do the parchment paper for 6 of them?
Maybe.
Ay, cabrón. Okay, I'm gonna start working on this. I have 1.5 cups flour, 3/4 cups sugar, baking powder, and salt. Okay, my vegetable oil I'm gonna put in here first. And remember what the measurements for the vegetable oil, you guys, is 1/3 cup vegetable oil. But I will do it again for you guys just so you guys can see it. I set it up so that way I don't have to do it with like throw you guys off. So I set it up right here. So I'm gonna put. Actually, I'm a little short. Look at that, teeny bit short. Maybe I was trying to think of the healthy people that would like me to go a little short. Okay, third cup vegetable oil. And now it says to put it in my 1 cup. So I'm going to put it in my 1 cup. Okay. And then I'm going to put my milk in. Add the egg and enough milk. So they don't want me to put my egg in first. They want me to put my oil, my egg, and then my milk. The milk is going to be, and I think it's just because you don't know what size egg. I don't know why. It just matters. Like when Joe does your pie crust, it does the same thing, doesn't it?
Right.
Put all of that into a measuring cup. So unfortunately, we got an extra large egg. I mean, not unfortunate. They were cheap. They were like $1.79 for 18 pack. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys because you guys didn't get to see that. But in this 1 cup, I put the oil in, the 1/3 cup of oil and 1 egg. You see it? Now I have my milk out. It gave me a measurement of 1/3, but I think it was just saying like it should be about that. So I'm going to pour it in all the way till it gets to the top. Wow, that'd be weird if it really is. Shut up, you guys. Should I put more, you think?
Why?
Because it's not all the way to the line?
It's fine.
Are you sure, Joe? You didn't make the recipe. Okay, so I'm going to put this in a bowl. I've always put it in a bowl. No, I put it right in. Wow, I don't remember doing it like that. I always thought I'd mix it in a bowl and I'd combine it, but maybe I'm making it wrong. Now, if I do it new, then what if it's not the way I'm used to it? Okay, guys, let's go back. All right, we're pouring it in. Milk, egg, oil. See, I have OCD and things like that will start wandering in my head. Like, oh my God, have I always made it wrong? Why did nobody say anything? And I did find in this, I think one time Joe helped me, you do not want to over mix it. It literally says by the time you put your blueberries in, to fold in your blueberries. Okay, you really got to be gentle with it. You do want to incorporate it, but you don't want to like whip it the way Joe does. Okay, I'll hold it up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna get my blueberries. I'm gonna coat them with flour. I'll put about 1/2 cup of flour on them. I'm gonna sift them out like this with my fingers. That looks really good, Dad. I'm gonna sift them out so that I don't add extra flour in it because then I'll be putting more flour in than what it calls for. And I believe it actually says till combined, which means once it's combined, don't keep going. That's how I found out the hard way. I did it too much. Okay, so I'm going to take everything out of here. I sure wish I could find my other spatula, my one with the red, like a gingerbread little boy on it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened to it.
Don't know.
And my white one, también.
That should be around.
Everything, always. I feel something. Sorry. Okay, this is what it looks like, guys. It's not a runny batter. It's see it? That's the kind of batter it's going to be. Now I'm going to get my blueberries. 1 cup of blueberries in it. You can probably. I'm going to put.
How many are you going to make? Do you know?
I think this recipe is 6.
6 of the big ones?
Now that you say it, maybe just 3.
Maybe just 3. You're going to have to make one without the blueberries.
Oh yeah, for poo-poos.
Yep.
Oh yeah, well I better take it out right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a little bit out right now because Chase doesn't want blueberries, but we do want him to enjoy muffins. So, all right. I'm going to put it in.
Yeah. Choose one. You'll be able to figure out
Yep.
how many you can make with that now.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
So when you add your blueberries, you want to make sure you, well, I mean, you don't have to. I don't want my blueberries to go to the bottom. I want my blueberries to stay in the center of it. So I'm going to put some flour. And it doesn't even have to be 1/2 cup. You can put whatever you want. It usually takes a little bit of it, though, because you have quite a few blueberries. I have 1 cup of blueberries. That's what the recipe calls for, is 1 cup of blueberries. But then I remembered just now that we're not making all of them with blueberries. So that's why you saw me take a little batter out, you guys, because I'm going to make some for Chase with just a muffin. And I'm making muffins. I'm not making cupcakes. You can make muffins or cupcakes, whatever you want. It just is, mine are going to be bigger. I usually served those. That's why I have a muffin pan versus a cupcake pan. Alrighty, y'all. Man, that makes me crazy. I'm trying to decide if I want to put all my blueberries in here or put them in an actual bowl and roll them around.
Put them in a bowl.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, Joe says so because I'm doing the dishes. That's why he don't care. So I'm going to get my blueberries, 1 cup of it. If you guys want to see it, I'll do it for y'all.
Just 1 cup.
Oh.
Just 1 cup.
Joe, maybe they want to believe it. They're like, how do we know, Mitten? You talk a bunch of baloney. Grab that one, Daddy. I just don't want to step on it. My dogs. I don't know if dogs are supposed to have blueberries.
Yeah.
My luck. Right here, right here, right here. I don't want the dogs to get in the trash. I have all my chicken bones put away too.
Good.
It makes me nervous, you guys, when dogs aren't supposed to have chicken bones. I think because out of all the times we took the trash out, one time we didn't. And we happened to hear something in Bailey, of all dogs. Okay, see, you guys, there's some flour underneath it. I don't want that in here because I already put the
right amount.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the required amount. I put the amount that they asked for. So if I put all this in like this, hey Penny, then the flour maybe cause a difference in the way this is gonna act. Does that make sense? So I do this. You don't have to do what you want. I roll them in my hand and drop them in. Roll them in my hand to take off the excess. I don't want anything extra in there. You guys, I've told you guys before about my cooking or my baking. I try to prevent as many errors because my baking, to me, I don't know how to fix baking. I know how to fix cooking. I don't know how to fix baking. So if I can do things to prevent the errors, homegirl's gonna fix them. Míralo otra vez, run down there. What are the chances? Just better eat it, not go, it tastes okay, Vanny. No, son, it tastes wonderful.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. That is fun. You know what? That flour in my hands, it feels like,
Doesn't feel good.
no, it feels like foil in my caps.
Go wash your hands after.
Yeah, like grabbing it every time I go
Here,
in.
I'll finish it up. Shit.
But I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna make me a blueberry jam in a minute. Okay, listen. When you do it, you're gonna grab this and you're just gonna fold
them
it
in.
gently.
Gently.
Very gently.
I'm kidding. Fold. We're folding. We're folding.
Folding. Folding. Yeah, you're mean. I feel like you're doing it to mock me. I will not be mocked. That's funny.
Is it really?
Yeah. Can you imagine if I talked like that? I will not be mocked. Okay, that's good.
That's it?
Yep. So the
Okay,
next thing
there
I'm
you go.
gonna do, party
Done folded.
Party people. Is this clean? Where's the pan that the saucepan that I did? Ay, Dios mío. How's your chicken? Did you like it?
It was good.
Are you fibbing?
No, I ain't fibbing.
I thought did I wash it and then leave it somewhere?
I have no idea.
The medium-sized saucepan. Okay, imagine this as a medium-sized saucepan, you guys. Okay. 1 cup of berries, blueberries, in here.
I don't know where you hit it.
I don't either.
It's all right.
Oh, that makes me sad. Okay. And then I have 1 teaspoon of, can you grab me, oh, right here. Oh, I need that grinder in there so I can zest. Blueberries in a pan. And if I can find my tablespoon. Oh, you can do that if you want in there.
Yeah. Go find your tablespoon.
This is just a small thing I incorporated. I invented this myself. You don't have to do it. You can go right in your blueberries, put them in your pan, and that's it. Okay? 1 cup of berries and a 1/2 tablespoon of sugar. It's like a little compote on top. Is that good?
How much do you need?
Whatever you got is good. It's only this little bit. Thank you. Perfect.
Enough?
Yep. You just want to do about a teaspoon of zest for 1 cup of berries, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Okay? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's it. I just have it on low. I'm going to get it to that way they get warmed up a little bit. Makes a little bit of a jam in there.
What is that for?
I'm going to put on the top of the berries. I do feel something.
Really?
I feel like my hand. I don't know. Just I get my brain gets. But I'm going to start putting them in here.
Okay.
So let's start moving that stuff if you could.
Yeah.
All the dirty dishes if you don't mind, Daddy boy.
Not at all.
Gracias, mi amore. This is why you have your husband in the kitchen. Oh, you just moving it over.
I'll just move it out of the way.
Eee.
Yeah, so it looks clean.
Right here, these white ramekins. They were actually clean. They just had like sugar or whatever.
Yeah.
You just literally moved it over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
You need me to wipe that up?
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You are a good man after all.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't.
I'm
Okay. Oh, there's my tablespoon that I had. Tablespoon. Okay. We're gonna have to move that on. Come on. I might even add a little water, but I don't want to get it wet. Okay, let me start my. I'm gonna put here my. See them? That's what I'm gonna fill up. It's really hard for them to see anything. Okay.
So, yeah, I just have to move over there every time.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I feel like I just saw one. Good. They don't need the bowl in there. I'm doing it as a half a cup, you guys. They do rise tremendously. That's what I was really shocked when I saw it. I was like, wow, no joke. But like I said, I make the muffins because I like how big they are. Oh, I'm ruining it. I'm sorry, sugar.
No, that's fine.
You work on that. And I might need another paper though. You only did 3?
You need more paper?
I probably do. You don't have to use a paper, you guys. You can put them right in your muffin tin, spray it, and whatever. I like the way the papers look. That's when me and Joe started doing them. We used to buy a muffin parchment liners. That's what they're called. We ordered them for, obviously we had people that would come in
You
and
don't want it wet, right?
we want it just a tiny bit. You can use my water bottle if you want.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead. Okay, so I have about a half a cup filling in each one. And then I'm gonna get the compote and put it on. I'm gonna put it on as like in a tablespoon. This, scoop it, and then I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna crumble that on top. And then when it grows in the pan or in the muffin tin holder, it will like all incorporate. They look really cool. I might do another one, babe.
Another one?
Yeah, do you mind?
No, not at all.
Okay. And you can skip, if you only have enough for one, just do the blueberries in there, you guys. I only had enough blueberries for one, so I did that, and I skipped this part of it. It worked out just fine. It still had enough blueberries in here. You couldn't tell that it didn't have the one on top or nothing like that. It was still pretty, and it looked amazing. You're just making like, when I make it for my cobbler and stuff, I put a little bit more sugar. Like you guys see, I put a half a cup of sugar and I do all that extra stuff. But this crumble is gonna have enough sugar in it. I don't want extra. So I kind of made this own, it's like, I wait for the berries to puncture. Does that make sense? Because when it punctures, then it's kind of like a jam. And it all starts sticking together. Where's the rest? I only put a half of the tablespoon because I couldn't find the tablespoon. Thank you, baby. You want to put that like this?
Yeah.
Gently, because those berries are ready to rip. They like want to pop on you for some reason. I mean, when you scoop it out of the bowl, see how he did it? Just got to be super careful with it. I mean, if you don't care, they're going to all be eaten anyways. I just, oops, hold on. I just like the, let me scoot over. Right there. There you go. How did the spoon I used for those sugar? Oh, here it is. Ooh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it go.
Want one more? Or you got enough for one more, I think.
Yeah, do them all. I got to do them all. I was just doing what you had lined. Look at them, you guys. Doesn't that look good? They kind of puncture and they do their own thing. So it takes 1 tablespoon, guys. 1 cup, 1 tablespoon, lemon zest. I usually put about a teaspoon. If I don't have a full teaspoon, guys, I don't sweat it. I put a full teaspoon and you can taste it. But I mean, some people, like my one of my girlfriends, doesn't even put it at all. She thinks it tastes. She thinks that her senses can taste it completely, and maybe she can. But it's almost like telling your kids if they see you put onion, they can't even see it, but their brain tells them because they saw it. Okay. Now I'm going to use this rubber spatula and drag all of that off the sides. See all that extra, you guys? Don't ever leave that in there. That is a whole muffin. That one? And the batter's so good by itself. The batter's, you guys know how I am about the batter. It's very, very flavored. Like, it just has enough sweetness that you honestly doesn't even taste like batter. Good? Okay, I need the spatula. I'll just take all the stuff off it.
I'm going to bend the edges of this so it has some place to go. So the muffin top has some place to expand to.
We're going to have to do something about this. Might be our last live. I mean, the other one we're going to be doing.
I'm going to cut the edges out.
We're going to be, you guys, we're going to get another stand, I promise. I'm sorry. I feel like we have, like, literally the troopers of all troopers for our subscribers. Where every time we bake or cook, everything is like, well, it's supposed to be.
Piece in there.
Okay, I'm going to blend it all, you guys. It's like a jam. You see it?
Yeah.
It's going to.
There we go.
You good?
I think so. Just wanted to let them widen out a little bit so the muffin had somewhere to expand.
Okay, ready? So this is what it looks like. I'm going to get my tablespoon, and I'm going to, not Chase, it's just us. So I'm going to put just a little bit of that on top. It's like a jelly. And then just size out what you have before you start. If you have 5 muffins or 7 muffins or whatever you're making, look at your stuff and make sure you have enough to do it, each one of them, and then go back and fill in ones that you didn't get to put that much before you go, let me load it up, and you're like, oh crap, I have one that I don't have one for. Because it's easier just to go back and refill what's left than it is to like scoop it all and then you got to take it back out. Your little liners get all crazy messy. So I'm going to take out this last bit of jelly that's on there. You guys, I loved when our guests would come in. I loved our guests coming in. I actually still we're Facebook friends with 4 of our guests. One, the pilot, one's a chef. We're actually still friends on Facebook. After they moved, they were like, do you mind? One's a chemical, what was he?
Yeah, he was some kind of a
A very, very high level of intelligence. And we actually had a full, when I say a full 2 hours conversation when they were, they're like, hey, do you mind if we talk to you for a minute? We're like, oh no, what's up? And they were like, oh, how long have you been doing it? We were considering just kind of asking questions about our Airbnb. But they just wanted to get to know us. And it was nice, but I was like, you do what? And they just had a baby. They just got married and had a baby. And we haven't had our Airbnb in like 4 years, babe. How long? Since 17 or 18?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, yeah, she graduated in 16.
Yep.
It's been a long time, but I think it's cool. I think it's cool. So anybody thinking like, I mean, I am protective of like who I befriend on Facebook, but I do it out of like for their privacy too. I don't like reach out to them or nothing like that. I wait for them to say, hey, here's my streusel. And again, you can combine it like that. You can just pour it on. But I'm going to lift this up so you guys can see it. So I'm going to put it in my hand and then put it over the top. Remember, that's butter, so it's going to get... I'm going to put some on Chasey's. He's going to love that. And you definitely want to put enough because the muffins grow, you guys. When I say they grow, you're going to be like, holy crap. See, I turned in all this. Then I'm just going to break it and put it on top. If you go, oh, I don't want to put too much, like you just sprinkle like this, trust me. Once it comes out, you're going to be like, crap.
It'll disappear.
It will disappear, yeah. That's a good way to put it. It'll disappear on you. Hi, Papa.
She's just, what is she doing? I don't know. Oh, she's scratching her foot and she's loving it.
I'm sorry, you guys. The video is so hard to see. I really apologize with you guys. I really do. I feel bad that our people that are so loyal to us.
Well, if we can't bring the camera to them, we'll bring the stuff to the camera.
Yeah. I'm trying for y'all. Thank you, baby. I was like, hey, let me help her.
Yeah, she seems like she's having trouble.
Stop it.
Having trouble, girl? Is it trouble?
Shut up. You're so dumb. Squish it in your hand. Thank you so much, Commander, for dropping that. If you guys are able to bless us, we really, really appreciate it. I definitely will not do the 5. Can I get 5? Can I get 5? Can you? Can I get 10? Can I get oh, Cricket, can you? Is there anybody I can get it from? Can I get it? Abby, come here, can I get 2? How about everybody just do 1? Sorry, you guys. I don't mean to make fun. That's not funny. I mean, we definitely could use that, but I definitely would never, ever put my subscribers on the spot like that.
Good?
Yeah, we're good.
Are we putting it in the oven?
400 degrees.
All right.
That's hot, right, you guys? It's hot. If anybody's baked, 400 is very high. But yeah, it's 400, but then you drop it. Gosh, look at my kitchen. ¿Por qué, Lord? ¿Por qué? Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Yeah, I am too. I'm looking for your phone because my poor people have not even been roll called. My people. Okay, my party people. You guys, I love you guys. You know why, you guys? I love you guys because you guys are like, you guys are patient with us. And like if we make something that's kind of like, you know what, I got an email from one of my subscribers and it warms my heart because somebody at the beginning made fun of that all I teach is quesadillas. And this person is so cute that she goes, I didn't know how to make quesadillas. I used to stick mine in the microwave. So you really taught me something. And now she makes them 2 or 3 times and she loves them. She makes them as her evening snack and she sends me an email with pictures of them. It just made my heart so like, I mean, obviously I felt like shit when that person said what they said about my thing, but at the same time it was like somebody did want to learn how to make a quesadilla. So who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? Like if somebody is teaching somebody how to take a tire off, you know what? Somebody might not know how to take a damn tire off. So why is somebody got to be hurtful about it, you know? I don't like mean. Mean's like gross. I don't like it. All right, we got Commander, Cricket, Burke's Bunch. Do you like it, Burke's Bunch? Cricket, I'm telling you, you can bring up sweet tea any day you want. Sweet tea is life. Oh, do you like the sweet tea Berks Bunch? It's so good. It's so good. It's like you. I don't want to say I get up in the morning and drink it, but sometimes I have it for breakfast. So what? So what? You guys, so what? It's sweet tea. I'm in the South. We're supposed to have it all the time. It is so good. And then just to relax, like, yeah, it's nice when Joe's like working outside or just sitting outside or whatever. If he's just sitting outside, I'll make a glass of sweet tea for me and he drinks unseen. I'm just telling you, just to relax with a glass of sweet tea, it's like, it makes all the worries in the world go far, far away. Yes, Berks. Yes. Girl, sometimes I'm in bed and I'm like, oh, shoot, we're out of sweet tea and I'm craving it. And I mean, it's hard to explain to people, but when you're craving sweet tea, no, you did it. If you would not have sent the email, Berks, if you wouldn't have sent the email, I wish more people would send me an email and go, hey, Mitten, what the heck? I need to learn how to make this. And I'll be like, I love that Commander says, hey, Mitten, is this supposed to be like this or do I do it like this? I love it. I usually check it even if I get up to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm like, what is this girl doing at 3:30 leaving a comment? And I'm like, but then I answer it. And then all of a sudden she replies. And I'm like, I love you guys. Leave a comment. Leave an email. Tell me hey, is it okay if I use heavy cream? I've used heavy cream in my quiche. Because when she said that she used buns in her quiche, I used, no, I do that. Commander, I do that. I'm baking at 2 in the morning. I come down and Joe's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I made a peach cobbler real quick. And he's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, voila. And I present it to him. Or I'll come in the room and I'll have some hot tortillas. He's like, shut up. And I'm like, when you just have a craving for it and you know how to do it, why would we not? I mean, it'd be like, it's almost like people think of it, girl, I usually get a craving for sweet stuff, but sometimes I want a tortilla with butter. It's like, why would I not get isn't that good? Girl, yes. And then after I make it, I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed now. So unhealthy. I'm sorry, you people that are healthy. But it does, like, it literally puts, what's that word I'm looking for, babe? Like, when you do it, it puts, then I can go to bed. I feel better. I can go to bed now. I feel, not like I feel good about myself, because I don't feel good about myself, but I feel better. Like, I'm like, oh, that hit the spot. That was good. And then I bring it to Joe, and he's like, you didn't make it. And I'm like, mm-hmm.
Cricket said, warm tortilla with butter, cinnamon, and sugar. Yum.
Oh, man. Sometimes I'll make some buñuelos. I'll start off making tortillas, then I'll make some buñuelos or sopapillas, and I bring them in the room, and Joe's like, what? And I was like, bro. Or I'll make a quick batch of brownies. I make it with, like, Hershey's cocoa. I make brownies from scratch. And he was like, did you make that just now? And I was like, yes. Because I felt like something chocolate, and I was like, I kept looking at my chocolate, and I'm like, I'll just make it real fast. Like, it literally is like 8 minutes, and then it's in the oven for 12 minutes. And I'm like, woof, hot, warm brownies. I mean, you're not supposed to eat them warm because they fall apart, but shoot, I'm okay with them falling apart. Let's see, what else? Oh, let me tell you the times on that. Can I get the thing just so I can tell them the time? Did you check it to make sure? You just set it in there to go, Joe.
What's that?
How long it's going to go for?
No, I didn't.
All right, 400 degrees, my loves. You're going to grease your muffin pan or put the liners in. Mixer, fold in the blueberries. Blah, 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 blah. 20 minutes. Preheated oven.
That's really too preheated.
That's okay. We love you. Oh, you guys, I have, is that my dog?
Oh, yeah, the one's up there.
Oh, what do I hear?
I have no idea.
Oh, I heard something like...
We're going to put the canopy down and put the lights up tonight.
Oh, you and Chase?
Yeah.
I think Chase is here for 2 more nights, guys.
Yeah.
That's
2
weird.
nights?
That's weird, Commander. Because I'm usually up late, but my hands don't let me sleep. Like I'll just be drifting off and my hands are like pulsating. So I'll come down here and start cooking something. Yeah, I know. My hands are hurting because I won't stop. Joe gets so mad at me. He gets so mad at me. He's like, your hands hurt. And you're down there cooking. Rapper, I'm so happy that you came back. Because I yelled at you the first time. Or our mods didn't know what you were going to do. And I just felt bad. So we're sorry that the first time you came in. But thank you for coming back in. Because I really appreciate it. You are welcome here, Rapper, whenever you want to come in. I do most of my work at night. Do you like the house quiet, Burke? Is that why you do it at night? Because at night I'm usually thinking about everything that like throughout the day. So my brain's like going. I know. Burke's Bunch, that's what I told him. Welcome back. We didn't the first time he came, but he apologized the last time he came. Or he was in a chat and he apologized. And he said that, sometimes he just has some tough days. And he apologized to us, or he apologized to me. And so I took his apology. I see it because I'm not awake. Really, girl? You'd be asleep? I worry about my son. I worry about my daughter. I probably worry about things that I don't need to worry about. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, you guys. We're gonna.
Cricket's gotta go.
I know. I was all sad. Cricket, I thought it was gonna hang to see him. It's okay, Cricket. We'll just look at the video later. I love you too. I'll take him out. I'll post a picture. So if anybody has to go, it's okay, you guys. Don't ever worry about watching us on replay or working and not having to be here, or you guys have dinner with your family. I'd rather you do that. I know what that's going to say, Commander. I love that my subscribers know verses in the Bible, and it's, you know what? Sometimes somebody asked me about me talking about my story the other day, and they asked me like I brought, how the Lord stopped and just spoke to me and all that. They asked me if I was worried that I was gonna, by talking about God or religion or whatever, was I worried about my subscribers not liking that? And it wasn't even an option to me. I felt like he's a part of who I am. Like I wouldn't be who I am without who I am. Like he is who got me where I am today. Like he sustained us. He sustained our marriage. I told him the story about how that person was driving by and said, I don't know, just the Lord told me to come back and tell you.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's crazy.
I mean, there's so much, it's so much of who I am, our marriages. Aside from us being involved in church, we both recognize our home selling. Joe said, we were praying and he said, the Lord said, we need to fast and he will give us a bidding war. And I was like, what? Like normally when we fast, we fast for our son. You guys, it's just what we've done forever. We pray. We're praying parents. We pray over our kids. We fast, just trying to move in our life and our family and our everything. So normally we'll fast for like 4 hours or 6 hours. Because I'm on medication, he usually says, I'll fast, we'll just do it in prayer and we'll fast. I'll fast for us and then whatever. So then this time he said, no, the Lord said we both need to fast. And I was like, what? like not just you? And he's like, no, we both are going to fast. And I was like, for how long? And he said he would let us know when. And I was like, when we're done. And I'm like, I mean, I'm a big girl. And you just tell me I'm going to stop eating and I don't know when I'm going to be done with my fast? And he's like, the Lord said he would move and that he would make a bidding war. So I was like, okay. I mean, I believe in being a good, an obedient wife. So I was a little bit like, I was that look, Commander, that look that we do to each other. That's what my face looked like. And then I was like, for how
What
long?
happened? What happened?
Well, then we got an offer after like 8 days. I know, Joe. Dang it, Joe. He's like, I was all like, oh, we're gonna have a bidding war, and he's like, no, we gotta fast. I'm like, wait, oh, you're gonna fast? He goes, no, we're gonna fast. And I was like, so then, like after 8 days, dude, 8 days fasting. Like that means we only drank like juice, water, and juice at the end of the day,
And
like
coffee.
sugar and coffee. He drinks coffee. I don't drink coffee. So, anyways, we did the fast, and then all of a sudden it was like 8 days, and we got an offer. We're like, yes! I mean, I was like, we're done fasting, and he's like, no, that's an offer. That's not a bidding war. He said there will be a bidding war, and that's when we're done. And I was like, good God. So it was another 2 days, and on the 10th day, we got a call, and there was somebody just passing by. It was just like, "Is this house for sale?" And we're like, "Yeah." I mean, because the person somebody had fell through. It was a long story. Somebody fell through, so we were kind of like we were like asking the Lord to move in our situation. We got a call like at 10 or 11, and they were like, "Hey, we got an offer," and I was like, oh, was that it? That's it? The one that they gave us plus the other one? And Joe's like, no, that's not a bidding war. He will let us know when we are done. Let me just tell you, my corazon was like this. Because I wanted fries. I did wanted
That's
fries.
the first thing we did when we were done.
I know we did get fries. I wanted fries so bad. When you're fasting, all of a sudden things that you don't even eat are like sound amazing. But then 10 o'clock, and then all of a sudden at 3, somebody said, the original person said there were now one person that had said it on the day 8 had put in that offer. Then the one that on the 10th day put in an offer. So now there are 2 people. And it went almost 15,000 above our asking. And there was a bidding war. So for us, for people that ask why, because we've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen him do exactly what he said. Yes. He said it was going to be a bit, like, who knows if we would have stopped back on day 8 because we got it. And I was like already in the checkout, and I was already in the car, ready to drive down because McDonald's was like a 3-minute from our house. Our little subdivision had like an exit, and there was like it right there. And I was like, whoa! And he's like, no, that's not a bidding war. That's just an offer. And I was like, you don't have to be so technical. The Lord doesn't care. He's good with it. And he's like, no, he will. Let's do this. We got 15,000 above asking, and we were already asking high for the time that it was, because we had bought
not high for now.
No, not high for now.
No,
but we had
higher.
bought in a very low time, so we were like, hey, why not? Then we had just put a new roof on, and we were just willing, and we trusted God. So I said all that to say, give it to God. Give it to God, right, Commander? Give it to God. So then it was just great. The first thing we bought was fries. That was so we've seen him.
We went to McDonald's and just chopped down. Baby.
We did. We were excited. We got a large order of fries. And you know what, you guys, it's so funny because my son was brought up, and I wanted to do like a panel, like talking or interviewing him, because he was brought up in the church. My son and daughter were brought up in the church. They were very much like, my daughter played basketball in a skirt. She played softball in a skirt. We were just apostolic, and that's what we did. And they both were. Then my son was state champion wrestler. Then about 17 or 18, my son kind of got in with the wrong crowd. And about 19, 20, he started getting a lot more in trouble. And by the time he was 21, he was like just small little stints of like in and out, just hanging out with the wrong people. But he always had, he just kept getting in trouble. Then he had to do some, like, not a lot of time, but just had to do like 3 months or something, or he could get bailed out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to bail him out. It was low. His buddies and friends came up with like 450, and he's like, his buddy called me and said, all you need is 50. and then we'll take it. We'll go get him out. And then the Lord laid on my heart that he needed him to stay in there. So I prayed, and the Lord told me not to take him out, and it was only $50. But the Lord had already said that he needed him there, and that he needed to be in there, because out here he was going to be, in there he's alone and he can talk to him, and he needed to talk to him. So even though it was only $50, I told that his friend no, I wasn't going to do it. I was, whether they came up with it on their own is up to them. I was being obedient. So that's why the other day when I said my story, it's like I take a lot of, I trust God. I trust God with a lot. And if he removes people from my life, I trust it. If he puts people in my life, I trust it. You know what's funny is that I used to watch somebody that Commander used to watch, and I went back, I saw her, I don't know how it was, an old video, I saw Commander's name in there, and it was just so happened that I was in the live, I remember it, but the Lord had a reason that I met her in this time. And I'm saying Commander for a reason, because Commander has given me a lot of she's given me a lot of like a lot of encouragement. And I feel like Burke's Bunch and Commander have kind of like helped me with my or even just the girls like Marissa and I See It You Can't. Like, I have such good girlfriends that I needed this in my channel. Does that make sense? Like, I did have other friends about 4 months ago, because I was with a different creator, and so a lot of those friends I lost. And I feel like the ones he wanted me to have in this time are the ones I have. And I love that I love that he thought, like, I wouldn't have wanted the people that were back then, because I love that they're in my because I feel like I've grown up in YouTube. Like, back at the beginning, there was no such, I didn't know anything about just, you don't, how do I say it? Just different, your demeanor in chats. Like, if you have a problem with somebody, just block it. You don't bring it up over there, just out of courtesy for the creator. But I didn't know any of that back then. And I'm glad that my growth has allowed me to see things and people. And then now that I'm kind of like, you know what, I like not being on YouTube as much. I like being on my channel. I like the people I see, where I see them. I love that the Lord had a timing for the people that are in my life right now, if that makes sense. I love the people that are in my life because they bring so much life to me. I love that I have a couple of girlfriends like Marissa and Leslie that I brought from my back, and they've kind of walked with me up here, and now we're all just kind of grown up and like our own people, like our own creators. But I have people like, I feel like Commander's a little bit more experienced in YouTube. And so when I have her being a mod, I know that she's like a cutthroat kind of mod. I know Burke's Bunch is like a cutthroat. Like, my mom and them are all just wrenches. Like, I need people like the Liz, Marissa, but they got, like, one of them's moving, the other, they've got their own lives. But I'm like, Commander and Burke's are like ready to cut throat. Who's messing? Like, no one's gonna mess with me on their channel. And I just think it's so nice. Like, I love that. I love that they look out for me. Like, I'm literally gonna cry that I love that they look out for me. It just feels nice. Like, these are the ones that the Lord brought for me to have for this time. So I said all that other stuff just to say that, Destiny, come home. Destiny, we're literally trying our best. Destiny, shut up. Destiny, I love you. You do a good job modding, Mama. You do a good job modding.
Well, there's another one.
I love you, Dust. I don't want you to get into the YouTube world, Mama. It is not for my baby. I want my baby to not be in the YouTube world. Ever.
Ford GT.
Anyways, so I love that. I just wanted to. All of my subscribers are as equally important to me. I just love so much that I have people that look out for me. I want to protect my daughter from a lot of things, and I love that my mods want to protect me too. Tell her, Destiny. Destiny. Oh, Commander, tell me you would want your daughter on YouTube. These streets are so vicious. Can everybody just love everybody? That'd be so nice. God, our sky's purple.
Is it?
I'm gonna check them, you guys. Okay, we're going. So anyways, thank you, my beautifuls. Thank you, all of my peoples. I love everybody. I can even tell you who's here. Freckleface, Bootsy, Commander, Burks Bunch. Why it's not done yet?
Just so the
Crumble?
heat doesn't come out.
Oh, what does it look like?
They're getting there.
Okay.
But
Should I leave it?
Take a check. Just take a peek.
Should I leave it? Should I leave it? No.
Quickie.
So I love all of you guys. I want to tell everybody they're grateful. Each one of you guys serve a purpose in such a beautiful way for me. I mean, because I trust God. So when I see somebody that's here, it's a very much, I know that God placed you here. So I'm just grateful. Thank you guys so much. And Destiny, God wants you to come home. Destiny had a great interview this morning.
Really?
What's today, Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday. Yeah, Destiny had a good interview.
Good.
Yeah. In Jesus' name, we're claiming it. Right, mamas? We're claiming it. Can we take it out?
Can take a look at it.
You guys want to take it out? We'll see. Joe wants to be a sergeant. You know what, Commander? That's Joe's nickname. Forget Mitten Papa. He's Sergeant. Sergeant Mitten. He doesn't deserve the name Mitten because Mitten's fun. You guys, stay up. Why do you guys want to just slide? Woo! Ready?
Should you just peek at it and put them back in there because they're not done?
Look at how pretty that looks.
Yeah. Are they done?
Ooh, they're almost done. Look at you guys. See what they look like? How pretty? Yes. Oh, shit. This bottom of it.
They're not done.
They're not done. I'm so
They still
sad.
You gotta rise a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I think we'll come back. Oh, let's look at comments. Sorry, Joe. Comments. Joe's cute. Joe, you stand. Okay. See, we're literally trying our best. Oh, I know, Burks Bunch. Commander's everybody. All of us are learning from Commander. Commander's teaching all of us. There's no feelings. It's what we do. See that dust? We're claiming that. We're not going to wait. Yes, Burks. Daddy! Oh, you guys. Joey.
Sorry, y'all.
Burks, I
whatever is over, you came over here.
Nothing?
Nothing.
No.
Went down the hole then.
What was it?
Here, we gotta put them in another spot.
Commander, or Burks, I believe that too. It was divine intervention. That's how you find us. You found us. I believe that 100%. That's good, Commander. That's good. I couldn't imagine working at home, Burks. Like, it would be hard for me to get back and, like, work my 40 hours. I'd want to just be like, hey, let me work on my own bills. Or let me work on the things, like, I got things I got to do at the house. Is it hard for you to, wow.
Yeah.
Is it hard for you, Burks, to, good night, Madre. Is it hard for you, Commander, or Burks Bunch, to, like monitor your own hours that you put in, the 40 hours that you know what I mean? Like, you put your hours in before you go, okay, I can chill now, and I'm good to do that now. Or you're like, nope, once I buckle down, I'm sit down for my, because I worked in sales and I worked in an accounting firm, but when I worked in sales, I mean, I mean, I had a stack that I knew I had to get through because I knew the season or the time of it. Like, does that make sense? Like, I knew that it was a fundraising, so we did like schools, and a lot of schools we had to get it around October and November because you want the delivery to be before Christmas. So a lot of times, like they'd come back to school in September, I would have, I'd meet with their parent teacher organization or whatever to figure out what we were going to do for that year, and how the rewards were going to be, stuff like that. So I had my own deadline, like I knew that it was due. Oh, that's good advice, Commander. Even if it's a bad job, it teaches you something and it does help shape you. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I think the hardest thing with Destiny while she's over there is that everybody on her CV, they look for multi languages. And unfortunately, my mom didn't speak to us Espanole, so I know very little Espanole. So my daughter knows very little Espanole. Her best friend, or whatever he is, from Brazil, so he knows Portuguese. And then his other best friend is from the city of Jordan, and he speaks something. He speaks a different language. So, but those two, one of them, like over there, they know English, and they start taking English in second grade or first grade. Then when they get into middle or high school, they take a third language. Like they are just required to learn English before, I mean, like in elementary, they're teaching English. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. That's how the accounting firm was. When I left, I worked at an accounting firm, and poof, let me just say I'm very left brain, very much left brain, and it was a trial daily to be. I mean, I'm OCD because my own stuff has me like running through triple checking stuff. God, it's weird that it says 20 minutes, but I mean, I think the oven is so, you know what I mean, babe?
What?
The oven, it's weird it says 20 minutes, but yet it's very,
Yeah, I cranked it a little bit higher just to make sure.
They got me.
yeah, and that's, it takes a left brain to do math, the accounting part, but I'm very right brained, but the job entails me to, because if there's one wrong number on this form, it affects. Oh, the oven wasn't.
Preheated.
Like my schedule, because during tax season, even though I was working 10-hour days, even though I go, you gotta stop slamming this. You
It might
can't
be
slam your
done.
oven. You think so?
I think they might be done.
When if during when you go home, your brain is still doing the numbers in your head, from the schedule 1040, from the business account, from their depreciation stuff. So I did that for like 7 or 8 years, and it's creepy. Stop it, girl. Really, mine was creepy because I read that one looks chases. They look all done. I was read some statistic that said accountants are the number one or number two most suicidal occupation. And then after I saw that, I was like, I see why. Because it stresses me. I'm very like, who cares? And then, but I like numbers. Woo, Chasey! Wait, let's see. Look, you guys. Damn, that's hot. Let me just lift it up. Ooh.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't see it. There. Yep. There it is. There you go.
Tell me what your thoughts are. It'd probably be a little bit more peaked if we had a better oven.
Yeah, we didn't have it
If it wasn't preheated enough.
preheated enough.
So they would probably be a little bit higher, like pointed. But they sure don't look. Damn, just all ripping it off. Okay, ready? Joe, there's no talking to
Oh
Joe.
my god. It's hot. Watch it. Oh, they look fabulous.
They look fabulous. Stop. Should we just, you want to eat yours and then, or we'll share
Yeah,
one?
yeah. We'll do it with a fork.
I'm going to turn the oven off.
It's on.
Papa, you're not hungry?
What?
He's like, what?
Your muffin. Here. Give him a big plate.
There you go. Here, let him take my baby.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Chase's feels so good. Here, Papa, take my plate, Papa. 'Cause I don't want you to have that whole big one. Ooh, look at Chase's, you guys. This is minus the blueberries. Chase, come here. Hold that. You guys, look. Oh, lift it up a little bit more, Papa. Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, can I open my own? There you go. Okay, go, Papa.
Right,
I got my water.
Here's a fork for you.
Thank you, Sugar Daddy. You guys, who's excited? I know, but I like the brown ones that you can order off of Amazon. For some reason, I thought I was making this Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get those. And they were like, no. Chase.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. No. Look at this side, you guys.
It's like blueberry heaven.
A blueberry in every bite.
Oh, yeah.
Cut it out, you guys. Here, Daddy. And the crumble on top just tastes like, what's the word I want to look for? It's like a little sweet, maybe a little sweet something on it. JC, oh, we gotta go first to them.
Go on.
You done manhandling yours?
All right. Tink.
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 That's pretty good.
Mmm.
You sure you want to try it with a little bit of blueberry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Here, Papa. He opened his mouth for his, and I shoved my fork in there. You guys, we're out. Thank you for everybody. Long haul, it was an hour and a half. I'm sorry, you guys, but it was worth it. You guys got to make them. Please make them. Tell me what you think. Call them the bed and breakfast muffins.
Oh my god.
The bed and breakfast blueberry muffins. Swear to you, you'll never. And if you make them into cupcakes, you guys, the cupcakes are a lot smaller, and you can probably make more. These rise, but I love them in the muffin pan. Anybody who's able to, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, we'd really appreciate it. We'd really appreciate it.
That's good.
Love you guys. Thank you, Burks. Thank you, Commander. Thank you, all my mods that were in here. Thank you for all of you guys' help. I absolutely appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you guys beyond the mods. I appreciate just your friendship. So thank you guys.